A woman has been single for so long that they don't date anymore. Have a man who actually nailed it and got it, but then there's some women who just are oblivious to. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching this video. Y'all, I was just on Yahoo, and then you know how the feed just tells you information. So this feed came up about a lot of women saying, how did you know this about us? Or are you spying on us? But he was talking about dating women. The title of this video is actually Dating a Girl Who Is Used to Being Alone. The TikToker's name is Gettothepointbro. At first I was reading, because I'm not just really on TikTok, so I was reading about some of the stuff he said. So I said, let me just go ahead and watch this video, because I did a video, I want to say last week or about 2 weeks ago. I did also a short about the perks of being alone, and I also did another video about 2 years ago, the perks of being alone. And it was just so funny when I read some of the things he was saying, is because this is a guy who, he actually gets it. I always read my first two comments when I make a video, and then I reply to the first two. In one of the replies, this lady or whoever had said, she must be delusional. I love being married. Anyway, I just thought it was hilarious that you have a man who actually nailed it and got it, but then there's some women who just are oblivious to how someone can find comfort in being okay with living alone. Really, y'all, it is okay. So let me just go over some of the things he said. Again, you can watch this video. I didn't link it because I don't know how to do all that stuff. All I know how to do is push record, talk, halfway edit, and post a video. So I definitely apologize that I did link his video. Again, I said his name in the beginning of the video. So if you have TikTok or like TikTok, you probably already seen it. You can go to his video. Let's just go to some of the things that he was saying that I found spot on or hilarious.
Some women have been single for so long they don't date anymore.
The first thing he said was, a woman has been single for so long that they don't date anymore. That's true. And if we are dating, we don't know that we're dating. We just went, and maybe we'll call it a date. We probably won't even call it a date. We'll just say I went to dinner with someone or something. But we don't put them titles on it. We don't care about dating. We don't. What else? Let's see what else he said.
Grant you access to their peaceful little empire like a reluctant queen handing you a visitor's badge. You text her good morning and she's already annoyed like off. They don't date anymore. They grant you access to their peaceful little empire like a reluctant queen handing you a visitor's badge.
He said, if we do go out and we do accept a date, we grant you access to our peaceful life. We're like giving you a visitor's pass. True.
Little empire like a reluctant queen handing you a visitor's badge. You text her good morning and she's already annoyed.
Then he said, you text her good morning and she's already annoyed. That can be true depending on who it is. See, the thing is, we have a routine. And if we're not dating and we decide to go out with you, that kind of breaks our routine. If you get up and scroll through your phone, because I really don't do that. I'm not a phone person. But I get it. You're not used to a good morning because who's texting you good morning? You don't date. You don't go out. You don't do any of this. But when you do it, And then you get that good morning, you're like, ugh, you're interrupting my morning. And it's not like like gross, but it's just, it's not part of our routine. So anything that's probably not part of your routine, it's probably, it's like, it can be annoying. Unless you had a super fantastic great day. Let's go on.
Of why are you disturbing the sacred silence of my personal gross journey? You think you're gonna be her boyfriend? Oh, she's sleeping diagonally in her.
Then he said, you think you're going to be her boyfriend. Well, on that part, I don't know what the guy is thinking. So I don't know if he's thinking, if he went out with a girl or a lady or whoever, that he's thinking, okay, this is going to be my woman. I can't comment on that. So as far as what he's thinking, but more than likely, a person who's living alone or who's been alone a while, we're definitely not thinking you're going to be my boyfriend. Nowhere on the radar.
Bed for 3 years.
Let's move on.
Giving up that territory because you opened the door and paid for a coffee.
He said because, and the reason why he said you thinking you're going to be the boyfriend is because you opened the door for somebody and paid for their coffee. Thank you. Thank you.
I love the idea of you, but your physical presence is kind of ruining my aesthetic. You plan a cute date. She's thinking that sounds nice, but also I could stay home.
Then he said, oh, and then the guy plans a good date. And he's probably pumped. He might be pumped about the date. You know, I can't say he is or isn't, but he might be pumped about the date. And he's all ready for the date. And when you've been alone and you actually do accept a date, I can't speak for everybody, but we're probably not excited because we actually have to get dressed up. We have to do our hair. We have to put on our face. We have to do a lot of things that sometimes we rather be doing other things. Like you said in the video, we'd rather watch TV. We'd rather be in the bathtub. We'd rather sit on the couch eating. We just probably be rather doing other things. However, if we do actually get dressed, look nice, smell good, all those things that go along with a date, and then the date doesn't go well, we feel like we wasted our time, and then like, oh, we're not doing that again. And if you're watching this video, if you don't have to agree with me, this video, trust me, this video is not for everyone. I'm not thinking this is how everybody thinks. But since he made that video and he's a guy, and I don't know if he got this information from a sister or friend, whoever, but the fact that he's thinking about this information and about 1 million people or more agree, I can sort of say yes. I can speak for a lot of people. Not all, so please don't do that. This is actually what we're thinking. And yeah, some of the men and some of the women can say, and yeah, they can say, well, yeah, and that's why you live alone and that's why you're single. Yeah, but we love it. We like it. And we have that choice. And you do too. You don't have to be single. You don't have to live alone. We do it. And we like it. Let's move on. Let's see what else he's saying.
Clean my apartment, do a 12-step skincare routine, order sushi.
Oh, let me buzz in. He said something about cleaning. If you're a neat freak, you'd rather clean all day than go date. Let me throw that in there.
And not have to listen to a man breathe. Romantic surprises, risky. You show up unannounced with flowers, cool. She already scheduled her evening. 2-hour bubble bath, wine, rewatching Pride and Prejudice.
He said you show up with flowers because you kind of want to do a surprise. Hey, that's not a good choice. Don't ever show up at anybody's house as a surprise. You always want to call first. But I think he said something along the fact that we're already planning a trip to Iceland, or he said Iceland. He was being funny, but I get it. But yeah, we probably are. You want to do this? I got plans, and those plans might not even include travel. Those plans might be having a date with that sofa and Netflix. A list of all the things I just listed. Let's move on. What else did he say?
Prejudice for emotional stability. You're not part of the itinerary, Jonathan. You try to check in emotionally. How are you feeling? She's feeling fantastic because you're not here. When she says, I need space, she doesn't mean I am upset. She means she wants to lay face down on her bed for 3 hours without explaining it to him.
Then he said, when a woman says, I need space. So he said something about when a woman says, I need space. She's not upset. I've never used those terms. I need space. I just don't. But I guess there are people who do. He said they're not saying they're upset. When she says she needs space, she's saying she wants to lay down on the bed for 3 hours without explaining it. True. I said that in my last video. When you live alone, whatever mood you're in, you don't have to explain that to anybody. You don't. And I said, when you live with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all live together, whatever the case may be, you got to kind of communicate. When you're alone, you don't have to. He gets it. He gets it. What else did he say?
She means she wants to lay face down on her bed for 3 hours without explaining it to anyone. You're not competing with other guys. There are no other guys. You're competing.
Big one. He said, you're not competing with guys. And that's true, fellas. Trust me when I tell you, you're not competing with any other guy. If I don't want to deal with one, I'm dang sure not juggling 3. So no, I can't speak for everybody, because there are women out there who may be alone when they date often. I don't know, but you're not competing with any other guy. I can guarantee you that.
Competing with a weighted blanket, her piece.
He said, you're competing with a weighted blanket. You compete. Okay, let me tell you the guys you're competing against. Ben and Jerry. You might be competing against Ben and Jerry. Those 2 guys you might be competing against.
Named Chairman Meow and
And then he said a cat, because I think he thinks, oh, you're gonna single women, you're just gonna be alone with cats, several cats. So what? I don't have any pets, but yeah, you're gonna compete with a dog, you're gonna compete with a cat, you're gonna compete with a goldfish. All of those things we rather do than to go out with you. It has nothing to do with you. I can assure you of that. It's just that we like our space. We do.
Simple joy of not having to share her fries.
Not having to share your fries. Said that in my last video too. I said I can get food and I don't have to share. Because we don't like sharing. If you're a foodie, you don't like to share.
And the second you cause even 0.0001% stress, gone.
The last one he said, the second you cause 0.0001 stress, you out of there. Yes, you are. Oh, we're like, oh God, okay. Block, delete, whatever. I ain't got to deal with this. Oh my god.
Vanished. Back to her solo adventures and 8700 therapy newsletters. Are you okay? Yes, she's thriving. She just booked a solo trip to Iceland while you were still composing your Good Morning Beautiful text.
Oh my god. I'm telling y'all, the whole video was hilarious. And I don't normally, do videos about other videos. But oh my gosh, this video was so funny. It had me cracking up. If you're a guy watching this, please don't get offended. If you're a girl watching this, please don't get offended. It's all fun. There's always truth in humor. If you watch the video, let me know some of the things he left out. There's nothing I can add. It was just too funny. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.